Those pictures that you watched were brought to you courtesy of our correspondent in Fes, our very own Udoka Njoku, who is live in Morocco, bringing you the sights and sounds and everything going behind the scenes. And I could have sworn that we sent Udoka to Morocco, but now he's dressed up as if he's in Antarctica. So welcome to the Winter Soldier, Udoka Njoku. Udoka, thank you so much for joining us. First, tell us, how cold is it? Because you're indoors and you're all dressed up. I don't get it.
Thank you very much for having me. I mean, when it comes to air conditions that I know, the coldest is 16. The lower it gets, the colder it gets. It's 16. But right now, I guarantee you, the weather right now is 8 degrees.
Wow.
8 degrees, and it is really, really crazy. There's no air conditioner here, no fan. The walls are cold. We've closed all the windows. The duvets are not working. I've got my cameraman who's got like 2 jackets, 2 inner wears, and he's still freezing cold. He's got a socks on. He's still freezing cold. So that's how crazy it is right now in Fes, Morocco. And Fes is even colder than Casablanca, where we landed before coming to Fes. So,
Fes is in the mountains, I believe. Opa has been chuckling and making here and making jokes about how you look. But let's talk about the Super Eagles press conference early today. Did you get a sense of confidence, a sense of determination, a sense of wanting to right the wrongs, a sense of wanting to go a step better from coach Eric Chelle and also new captain Wilfred Ndidi? What did you make of from that press conference?
Okay, so before the press conference, I heard the conversation earlier talking about the change of dates, the number of years we'll be having an AFCON tournaments. So surprisingly or coincidentally, I spoke to a couple of journalists who gave their reactions on that conversation, and a lot of them were bitter with CAF, saying that we're beginning to suck up to FIFA. Whatever FIFA wants is what we are beginning to give them. So we'll send in that vox pop for the journalists tomorrow, so our viewers can also see and hear what the journalists have said, looking ahead of that change of time for the AFCON from 2 years to 4 years, and also cancelling CHAN. Now, so the press conference. Well, I would say there was really no confidence that I felt from Eric Chelle. Though I can also say that Eric Chelle has always been a laid-back coach. He's not so outspoken when he wants to lay out his plans. So he's a very, very laid-back, he's a chill coach. But I couldn't even Tanzania looked like the Tanzania coach. They even looked like they were more ready for that game against Super Eagles of Nigeria, saying that they do not fear Nigeria and they're looking against Nigeria. So it's going to be really, really crazy, and I'm also looking forward to it. But for Eric Chelle, he also said that one of the reasons why was because they arrived a day before the friendly. Well, some journalists asked him, should that be enough reason? Should that be an excuse for you not being able to get a job? What would now happen when the Nations Cup proper starts? But we would give Eric Chelle the benefit of doubt ahead of that game against Tanzania. We saw the training.
We seem to have, Udoka is frozen right now. It's not surprising because considering how cold it is, according to him in Fez. That's, I think we have confirmation that the Winter Soldier is back. Okay, you have a question for Udoka?
Yeah, Udoka, you were at the training session earlier. Kindly confirm to us if Stanley Nwabali took part in the full training session, considering the fact that he was not involved in the friendly match at all, against Egypt.
And also, before you answer that question, did you see a possible starting 11 that you saw that you want to probably tell us about?
Well, so starting with Stanley Nwabali, it was supposed to be a part of the players we were going to talk to when the players were going to speak with the media. But funnily, the trainer said he went to use the toilets, and indeed he came back to join the training. So Stanley Nwabali was present at the training, and I hope that he will not go to use the restroom tomorrow against Tanzania. But it's looking likely that the Stanley Nwabali will be in the goalpost for Nigeria against Tanzania. Now, other players who we saw, they were all in fine from no injury cases. And we saw Victor Osimhen, we saw Akinsomero, we saw a couple of interesting players right there. Ejike was also on top-notch action with the Super Eagles. So it promises to be an interesting one. For the starting 11, like I told Okwe earlier during the news, I said the only 3 players I think will start for Nigeria, maybe, or rather 4 players now, because there will be Alex Iwobi right there in the heart of the midfield. There will be Victor Osimhen. They call him the Ijaya. People are calling him Ijaya 1 of Nigeria. They call him the fear factor for Nigeria. There's also Stanley Nwabali, who just might man the post against Tanzania. And again, our new captain, Wilfred Ndidi. So those are the 4 names I think will be in the starting position for Nigeria tomorrow. Ademola Lookman was good enough in training today, but you never can tell what Eric Chelle will bring to the fore tomorrow. This was their final training ahead of that game, but I'm sure the final team list, Eric Chelle always keeps it under the carpet.
Well, Udoka, before we let you go, we also heard today that there is a discord in the camp of the enemy. The Uganda national team's preparations suffered a major setback today after we heard that players in the team reportedly boycotted training. That was over the weekend over a dispute over unpaid allowances. According to reports, several members of the squad refused to take part in training, citing payment delays. It seems it's not just a Nigerian problem now, but do you have any confirmation whether that has been resolved, or the Ugandans are threatening not to play their game?
I will get that information tomorrow, because this evening when the Super Eagles are training, all we're doing was wait for Tanzania to train as well, and nobody mentioned anything about the Uganda national team. But one thing I can say is it's good news for Super Eagles of Nigeria. The more chaos we feel, the better it is for our camp, so that we can talk the group and possibly remain in Fes. But by tomorrow morning, I'll definitely confirm that story, if it has been resolved or not. I'll make sure I look for the Uganda team or officials to confirm that story for me. Or rather, we'll get an official to speak to us on our shows.
Okay, we've been speaking to the Winter Soldier, Udoka Njoku, who is live in Fes, bringing you all the latest news from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Africa Cup of Nations. Thank you so much, Udoka. We're hoping that your presence will serve as a good luck charm for the Super Eagles when they take to the field tomorrow against Tanzania. That match kicks off at 6:30 p.m. if I'm correct. You'll be live there in the stadium. We'll be hoping to get post-match, post-match updates from you after that game. Udoka Njoku, thank you so much for your time.